Once upon a time there lived a young handsome king. He ruled wisely and everybody in the entire kingdom loved him. His royal council members were loyal to him and they loved him dearly, but there was one thing he did not have, a wife. One day, his advisor decided to talk to him about the matter. "Your Majesty, you need to find a wife. People are starting to talk about you not having an heir." "I know, I'll look into it," the king said. King Philip loved going by the river, by himself. I would say to think maybe, or he just loved the fresh air. Lydia was just a girl from the village. She used to go to the river to fetch water. And there is this specific song she loved singing. The song reminded Philip of his mother. Philip never saw Lydia's face and he never paid any attention to her, only the song. Her voice and that song made him return to the palace feeling happy, alive and motivated. When he got home, something had changed in him. There was this urge of marrying and starting a family. That night, he couldn't sleep. So much was on his mind. The next day, he decided to take a walk outside the palace to see if he could find a woman that he might like. But he did not see any that interested him. As usual, he decided to go by the river. It was so quiet. Lydia was not there singing. She had fallen ill. But someone else was there. The Green Witch. She heard that the king loved coming there, and the king being a single man, every woman in the kingdom was after being his queen. The witch had tried to create different spells to change her face, but they never succeeded. She did not want the king to see her because of her hooked nose, so she watched him from afar. After a week, Lydia was well. When the king was relaxing by the river, she came singing his favorite song. There was a sudden change of his mood. He all of a sudden felt delighted. She fetched water, and when she was leaving, she tripped and fell. She quickly got up, and Philip ran towards her. "Sorry, are you hurt?" "No, not really. Thank you." The king carried her water and walked her home. The next day, he came to check on her, and she was excited to see him. The two started hanging out together and they enjoyed each other's company. Philip had fallen in love with Lydia. And one day, he decided to propose to her. Lydia was so happy and she accepted his proposal. The Green Witch was watching them in her magic mirror and she was not happy with the proposal. There was a big colorful wedding in the palace. And everybody was invited. Lydia was so happy, but she didn't know that her getting married to Philip was the beginning of her misery. The witch had declared war on her, and anyone who was going to get in her way.